Once upon a time, in a small village, there lived a boy named Omar. Omar was 6 years old and very curious about Ramadan. On evening, Omar saw his parents older sister were getting ready to fast. Mama, why do we fast? Omar asked. Mama smiled, said, we fasted in Ramadan to please Allah, patience and kindness. If I get hungry, he asked, you can try a half day. Fast first, said Papa. The next morning, Umar woke early for Suhoor, yeah. Mama gave him sundaes and a glass of milk. Eat well, Umar. This will keep you strong. Umar finished his meal and made dua. Ya Allah, help me to be strong one day, he whispered. As the day went on, Omar started to feel hungry. He saw his sister make sandwiches. I really want to eat, Omar thought. But he remembered why he was fasting. For Allah, I am fasting for Allah, Omar reminded himself. To distract himself, Omar started reading himself. Omar said he had for iftar. Finally, the call to Maghrib. Stop! Allahu Akbar! Omar took a day and smiled. Alhamdulillah, he said happily. Was it over? His sister cheered. How do you feel? Baba asked. I feel happy and strong, Omar said. And I feel closer to Allah. Mama hugged Omar. You made it proud, Omar, she said. Omar smiled. He couldn't wait to try fasting next day. Ramadan is special, Omar thought. Because it brings me closer to Allah and my family. Omar went to bed and thankful. Alhamdulillah for Ramadan, he whispered before falling asleep. Hazrat Zakariya was a kind and wise prophet of Allah. He lived a long time ago in the land of Palestine. He taught people about Allah and guided them to do good. Zakariya loved worshipping Allah and reading the holy books. He used to spend many hours in prayer every day. He worked as a carpenter and lived a simple life. Zakariya also took care of a special girl named Maryam. She was the daughter of his relative and very pious. Maryam stayed in the room inside the mosque to worship Allah. Zakariya would bring her food and check on her often. One day he saw that she had fresh fruits that were out of season. He was amazed and asked Maryam, where did you get this food? Maryam replied, this is from Allah. He gives to whom He wills. Zakariya felt so close to Allah at that moment. He raised his hands and made a very special dua. He asked Allah to bless him with a good child. Even though he was very old, he had full faith in Allah. His wife was also old and couldn't have children. But Zakariya kept praying and with a clean heart. One day he was praying in Maghrib, a prayer place, Mihrab, a prayer place, an angel appeared and gave him great news. The angel said, Allah gives you glad tidings of a son named Yahya. Zakariya was shocked but very happy. He asked, how can I have a child when I am so old? The angel replied, Allah can do anything. It is easy for Allah. Allah chose the name Yahya for the baby. Yahya would be a noble and kind prophet. He would be wise and pure from a young age. Zakariya thanked Allah with all his heart. Soon his wife became pregnant just as Allah promised. Zakariya was full of joy and praised Allah every day. When the baby was born, he was named Yahya. Yahya was a very special child. He loved learning and worshipping Allah. Even as a boy, he was serious, kind, and full of wisdom. He never played rough or misbehaved. He always respected his parents. Zakariya loved his son very much. He taught him to always follow the right path. Yahya grew up to be a great prophet too. He continued the mission of his father. Both Zakariya and Yahya were very close to Allah. They were loved by people because of their good hearts. They reminded people to pray and speak kindly. They taught people to help the poor and be honest. Zakariya stayed grateful to Allah till the end of his life. He never lost hope in Allah's mercy. This story teaches us always to trust in Allah no matter how hard things seem. Allah can make a way. We should keep praying like Zakariya and never give up. Even if we wait a long time, Allah listens to all the du'as and gives at the right time. The story of Zakariya is a story of faith and hope. It shows how kind and powerful Allah is. We can all learn patience and prayer from Him, and we should love our parents like Yahya did. May Allah guide us to be kind. Subscribe for more Islamic videos.
There was a 9-year-old girl named Amina. She loved to play with her friends all day. She watched cartoons and played with toys. But she didn't pray her 5 daily prayers. Every time Mama said, Amina, it's prayer time, Amina would say, later, Mama, I'm busy. One night, Amina had a dream. In the dream, she was in a beautiful garden. She saw butterflies, rivers, and bright light. Then she saw a group of happy children. They were smiling and praying together. Amina asked, Who are they? A voice said, These are children who love to pray. Amina smiled and ran to join them. But when she tried to enter, a soft voice said, You didn't pray. You must go back. Amina's smile faded. She felt very sad. She woke up crying. Mama hugged her. What happened, my love? Amina told her dream. I want to pray now, Mama. Mama smiled. Alhamdulillah. Let's make wudu. Amina washed up and prayed with Mama. She felt peace in her heart. From that day, Amina never missed a prayer. She prayed far before the sun rose. She prayed dua after learning at school. She prayed asr before playing outside. She prayed maghrib before dinner. She prayed isha before going to bed. Amina felt close to Allah every day. She said, praying makes me happy and strong. Her friends saw her and started praying too. Amina became a prayer hero. Do you want to be a prayer hero too? Start today. Say all 5 prayers, Allah loves those who pray on time. Say Bismillah and begin your journey now. Smarts Only Islam, where learning is fun and kind.
Qasim was kind and helpful to all the animals in the desert. He would carry water from the oasis to thirsty animals. He would birds rest on his shoulder during the hot afternoons. One day, Qasim's uncle Ali wanted to take a long journey to sell dates. Ali packed a lot of food, including dates and water, and said, Bismillah, let's go. The sun was shining bright and the sand was burning hot. Qasim walked slowly and carefully, never stopping to rest. After many hours, Ali said, Let's take a break, dear Qasim. Qasim sat down and Ali shared the water and dates with him. Ali looked at Qasim and said, You never complain even when it's hard. Qasim softly smiled and said, Allah loves patience, I do it for him. Ali felt happy in his heart. He said, You remind me to be thankful and patient. Together, they continued their journey, helping others along the way. When they reached the market, people loved Ali's sweet dates. Ali sold them all and shared some of the money with the poor children. He also bought sweet dates for Qasim to thank him for his hard work. Qasim happily munched on dates, thanking Allah for a tasty treat. Ali said to everyone, Always be patient like Qasim. Allah loves those who are patient. The animals of the desert loved Qasim even more because he taught them patience. From that day on, they all remembered to be patient and helpful just like Qasim. Subscribe for more. Assalamu alaikum. This is a story about Zara. Zara likes to wear a pink hijab and light blue dress. She loved to play with her dolls and toys. Every time Mama said it's time to pray, Zara would say, just 5 more minutes. One day, she missed all her prayers. That night, something magical happened. Zara found herself in a glowing garden. The trees sparkled and the butterflies flew around. She saw smiling children praying together. They looked happy and peaceful. Zara ran to join them. But a voice gently said, Wait, Zara. You didn't pray today. You can't come in yet. Zara stopped. Her smile turned into tears. She woke up with a start and felt her heart race. She went to Mama and said, I want to pray now. Mama kissed her and said, Let's make wudu first. Zara prayed Fajr with Mama that morning. She felt calm and proud after praying. From that day, Zara prayed 5 times every day. She prayed Zohar after school. She prayed Asr before playtime. She prayed Maghrib before dinner. She prayed Isha before bed. Her heart felt lighter and her smile grew bigger. Soon her friends noticed and joined her in prayer. They made a small prayer group together. They called themselves the prayer stars. Do you want to be a prayer star too? Start praying today, 5 times every day. Allah will fill your heart with light and joy. Smarts Only Islam, fun stories that make you shine. Subscribe for more Islamic stories. Story of Hazrat Sulaiman alayhi salam. Hazrat Sulaiman alayhi salam was a great prophet and king, the son of Hazrat Dawood alayhi salam. Allah gave him wisdom, knowledge, and the ability to understand and speak to animals. He ruled over both humans and jinn, and they obeyed him under Allah's command. Hazrat Sulaiman was known for being fair, just, and kind to all creatures. One day he heard an ant warning the other ants to go into their homes so they will not be crushed. Hazrat Sulaiman smiled and thanked Allah for giving him such knowledge. Allah had also given him control over the wind, which could carry his throne in the air. Birds, animals, and even jinn were part of his army and worked under his command. One special bird in his army was the hudhud, who once brought important news. The Hopi told Hazrat Sulaiman about a queen named Bilqis, who ruled in a land called Sheba. The queen and her people used to worship the sun instead of Allah. Hazrat Sulaiman sent her a letter inviting her to believe in Allah and stop worshipping the sun. Queen Bilqis was wise and decided to visit Hazrat Sulaiman to learn more. Before she arrived, Hazrat Sulaiman asked his jinns who could bring her throne to him. One powerful jinn said he could bring it before Hazrat Sulaiman stood up. But a righteous man who had knowledge from the book brought it in a blink of an eye. When Queen Bilqis saw this throne in front of her, she was amazed. But Sulaiman showed her many signs and miracles of Allah. She realized that Allah is one true God and accepted Islam. Hazrat Sulaiman continued to rule with justice and always remembering Allah. He built a beautiful mosque known as Aqsa in Jerusalem. Hazrat Sulaiman loved building and helping his people grow closer to Allah. Even after becoming powerful, he remained humble and grateful to Allah. One day he was standing and praying. Hazrat Sulaiman passed away. He died while leaning on his stick, and no one knew he had died for a long time. The jinn kept working, thinking he was still alive, until a tiny insect ate his stick and he fell. That is how Allah showed the jinn they do not know the unseen. Hazrat Sulaiman Islam's story teaches us to be thankful, just, and kind. It also reminds us that the true power belongs only to Allah. Subscribe for more Islamic stories and videos. Allah Hafiz.